Good morning, everybody. Myself, Acharya Vishvendra. Today, I shall be talking on the topic effective study, mechanisms and implementations. So, let's begin. So, before we shall start the main topic, let's make sure that you are able to listen to me. And for that, just focus and observe your breathing. Just focus on your breathing, just observe how you are breathing and try to be at present. Try to observe the present by observing your breathing process. Don't get stuck in any sort of past memory or future imaginations. Both are illusions. Only present is the truth. So right now you are at the present. Just observe everything going on and listen to everything by being at present. Don't be judgmental. Free yourself to imagine. Don't get stuck up in belief systems and thoughts. Today I'm going to explore the actual mechanism and implementation of effective study. So let's start. The very first thing is, before studying, counsel yourself. It is also called cognitive conditioning. Cognitive means at the place of the mind, and conditioning means arranging or preparing your mind-brain system for effective output. Now comes the next step. Just set up a time limit that you are going to study for 3 hours. And during these 3 hours, your task is to fetch information related to the topic which you are about to study, and you need to store that information within your mind-brain system, and you need to access that information from the mind-brain system, and also align your study with PYQs, the previous year questions of the exam for which you are preparing. It doesn't matter whether you are preparing for JEE, NEET, CUET, board exams, school exams, UPSC or anything. The mechanism is same for all the processes. Just map your study with PYQs and see that after investing 3 hours of time, energy, what is the output you are able to generate? Because life is always about the output. If you are able to generate the output, your life is going to be steady and you are going to enjoy your life at the peak, at the maximum. You are going to enjoy your life. But if you are unable to produce the output, then you will suffer. You will feel anxiety, lack of output, and emotional conflicts. So life is always about output. So this should be the central strategy behind your study. that are you able to generate output from that study. So this is the simple plan which I have elaborated. Now let's take an example with a practical example. Let's think that you are preparing for JEE and right now you are studying the chapter, let's say, friction. So for completing friction, you need to study it for at least 6 hours. And in those 6 hours, you need to cover theory, plus problems, and plus PYQs, so that you can check that whether your study of friction is of any use to you. So study in this way every topic. Make up a deadline for the topic, that this topic should be completed in these much hours, and you should complete that within those hours. So let me to elaborate for you. So friction. So in friction, this topic can be subdivided as introduction, then types of friction, and third step is problems on friction. So these are the 3 subtopics in which friction can be divided. And using all these 3, we need to map them with PYQs, previous year questions of JEE, so that we are able to develop effective study habits. So let's begin with a question. The question says that a block is kept on a surface, force of 3 Newton is applied, coefficient of friction दिया है, आपसे पूछे minimum value of friction of force such that block does not move downward. तो अगर हम इसकी एनालिसिस करें, इस पे 3 न्यूटन तो इधर लगेगा और 100/√2 फोर्स यहाँ लगेगा, तो ब्लॉक की टेंडेंसी नीचे मूव करने की होगी, फ्रिक्शन इसको रोकेगा, तो जो लिमिटिंग फ्रिक्शन है वो होगा म्यू, मतलब 0.6 इंटू mg cos 45, तो ये 0.6 इंटू 100/√2 आ जाएगा. तो यदि आप यहाँ से कैलकुलेट करें तो जो नेट फोर्स है नीचे वो 3 न्यूटन ये, और 0.6 इंटू 100/√2 ये है, और 100/√2 ये है, तो दोनों का डिफरेंस करेंगे यहाँ पे 0.4 इंटू 100/√2 आ जाएगा, विच इज़ इक्वल टू 40/√2. तो कहानी ये है कि इस पर कुल जो फोर्स है मिनिमम वो 3 + 40/√2 है अंडर द मिनिमम कंडीशन. तो इतना नेट फोर्स इस पर नीचे लग रहा है, तो अगर उतना ही हम पी फोर्स लगा दें, वही पी यहाँ पर मिनिमम फोर्स होगा, क्योंकि पी अगर मिनिमम है तो हम ये अगर एज्यूम करें कि फ्रिक्शन इस मोशन को अपोज करेगा, इसको नीचे जाने से रोकेगा, तभी पी का वैल्यू मिनिमम आएगा. तो अगर आप कैलकुलेट करें, पी आ जाएगा आपका 3 + 40/√2, और √2 जो है वो लगभग 1.414 होता है. तो यहाँ से आप इसको सॉल्व करेंगे लगभग 3 और ये लगभग 29 आ जाएगा. तो सॉल्व करने के बाद 32 न्यूटन फोर्स आ जाएगा. ऑप्शन ए विल बी करेक्ट हियर. So this was an explanation of how you should plan your study. You should map it with PYQs so that you are able to study effectively. So whatever you are going to study, before studying, take 5 minutes to synchronize your mind-brain system, to activate your mind-brain system, to be at the present, and then map it with PYQs and see that are you able to solve PYQs of the exam for which you are preparing. So in this way you can study effectively rather than only thinking about study. Changing the mind-brain system is not going to work. So I'll continue in the next video. Thank you and have a nice day.